Hi, y'all. Welcome back. Moon Griffon Show. Great to have you with us. 844-766-6607. Of course, it is the LineOne hotline. Speaking of LineOne, you can go to line.one and check them out. Brandon Connolly joins us, Vice President of Technology with LineOne. First of all, good to see you again, Brandon.
Good to see you too, Moon.
Yeah, we being filmed at this point.
We are.
You get nervous, man.
I brought some paparazzi along. So
one of the things for people that don't know, talk a little about the company.
Yeah.
I love talking about business in the state of Louisiana, but talk a little bit about the company and what do y'all do and what services y'all provide for people.
So LineOne is a hosted voice over IP phone system provider. So phone system as a service, if you would. So rather than you having a separate equipment and a dial tone provider and trying to put all that together, we provide everything as a service: the equipment, the support, your phone numbers, all of that.
So, dude, now one of the things that, and I was talking to Dean last time, and it's Simone. So I just want to let you know that.
Simone?
All right, yeah.
Going with that now?
I'm a big, when he fires me, I'm going to know why.
Right.
One of the things that he talked about, now we've had this devastating hurricane come through in Laura.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to explain to people, because he talked about, if you were on his system, y'all have backup systems that are all over the country, okay, several places. How would somebody have gotten up pretty quick with y'all had they had y'all phone service? Because I mean, electricity and all that stuff is down.
Yep.
And could they have gotten up a lot quicker? What's the process? And I know you can't be too technical, but just how does that work in case you have some kind of drastic storm like we had?
Right. Well, our service works over the top of any existing internet service. It'll even work over the top of your MiFi, setting up your.
But
cell
if the
phone.
internet service is gone, it's
but if
a problem.
you can even set up your cell phone as a hotspot, and we've got ways you can operate that way as well. We've got smartphone apps that allow you to have your extension on your smartphone. So as long as your cell phone carrier's network is up and running, you could still be operating. And then at a minimal effort, we can get your calls forwarded directly to your cell phone number.
See, that's what I was trying to explain that to somebody the other day, and of course I didn't have all the answers. They said, well, how do you do that if the internet's down and this is down? How do you do that? You're telling me you can do that. You can keep working.
You absolutely can. And a lot of people, may have experienced where their internet at their office was down, but maybe their internet at their house is working. So they could take their phone off their desk at their office, bring it to their house, plug it in, and they're working business as usual.
Well, what happens if let's go to Laura, where nothing's working?
Right.
But I mean, you have businesses like Stein and other people trying to help people, and but there's no phone lines, and because there's no electricity.
Yeah.
Was there any way to help that situation if somebody had a line that says was maybe in another state, a phone number in another state? You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Could there be another way to fix that? Because people say, well, what if nothing's working? Well, I don't know. How do you address that?
Well, and the thing to keep in mind is because your phone system's not at your place of business, the phone system is in the cloud. We host it. It's still operating. So even if at a minimum, it's answering calls, giving them options to leave messages and get to other locations, we can then forward those calls out to another location, cell phones, wherever the customer chooses they want to have those calls handled in that moment.
But that is phenomenal, and I don't understand any business that would not want that service.
Yeah,
especially down here in the coast where we not only have hurricanes, tornadoes pop up. Sometimes you just have a bad storm that comes in and knocks everything out. And what you're telling me is that this is a way to get around that for the most part.
That's absolutely right. And this year we've had coronavirus and the lockdowns and people working from home, and then you couple that with hurricanes, and it's been two really good examples of why a hosted phone system is essential for any business that wants to operate through the unforeseen things that can pop up, like what we've been through this year.
But to me, and by the way, talking to Brandon Connolly, and he is a vice president of technology for LineOne Hotline. I call it LineOne Hotline. It's line.one, LineOne. But that, to me, if I have a business, especially multiple lines, multiple this, multiple that, multiple employees, it's, to me, becomes a no-brainer not to call y'all. Because now you're looking at your business, and now you're going, you know what? I'm going to make it to where this can't happen to me.
Yeah.
And this, you're telling me you can almost make it to where it can't happen.
Absolutely.
Because Dean was saying y'all had, I don't know if he said 3 or maybe 4 different places where y'all set the servers are, I guess.
That's correct. Yeah.
Am I using the right term?
Well, they're called data centers.
Okay,
centers.
Our
data centers are geographically spread out across the country. None of them are here in Louisiana. So We basically, what it equates to is we have zero outages, because if one data center is having issues, everything fails over
Wow.
to another data center, and you hardly ever even know about it.
But that's phenomenal when you're trying to run your business. Like I said, there were some businesses that could get up. I think Stein had one that had some problems, but they trying to get up to help people.
Right.
Not
Right.
only trying to do business, they're trying to really help people because everybody's scrambling at the time. But the problem becomes communication at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, the thing for everybody to keep in mind, especially business managers, business owners, is that they're a lot of times they're trying to get their carrier and a hardware vendor working together, and a lot of times there's some disconnect there, and it's hard to move quickly. We take care of all of that. We become their dial tone provider. We are their hardware vendor.
You being a technical guy, Dean made the comment to us last time. Well, you were here too. About how sometimes y'all going to see it maybe even before they catch it, because y'all monitor your customers 24/7. Is
That's
that
right.
correct?
Yeah, absolutely right. So our system can detect if the phones are offline and automatically route to an alternate location that we set up.
And then find out the problem.
Absolutely.
So in other words, they'll go to an alternate place where everything keeps working.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, we got a problem, a glitch, whatever the problem is, then they fix the problem.
Yeah. Well, and
But they never have to miss a call.
That's correct. And 9 times out of 10,
Wow.
the problem is going to be something locally that we're going to help them work through, whether it's an issue with their power being out or their internet going down or whatever that is. So, but we work directly with the customer to make sure that everything is working.
I don't see how a customer or a company doesn't jump on this. I think everybody in this day and time, they never want to be offline. They never want to be away. COVID was a good example, but the storm, not to call LineOne and just get in touch with y'all. You're not making them buy something to talk to them. You want to talk to them about their service.
Absolutely.
How can you upgrade their service?
That's
Maybe
right.
they have your service, they can upgrade.
That's right.
Whatever. LineOne, I got line.one. Is it the phone number, everything on that? Or you can go to the website?
Going to line.one, it's line.one. That's the best place to go. You can get a lot of information about what we do. We've got some contact information all there. They can also email us at contactus@line.one.
Folks, that's pretty simple. Brandon Connolly, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
LineOne hotline, line.one. We tell you all the time, all your IT needs, your telephone needs. But here's the thing. You owe yourself the phone call to these people and check them out and talk to them, because I promise you, if you got hit with a hurricane or COVID or just a flood, you want to be up and running. These guys will keep you up and running, and that's phenomenal to me.
Absolutely.
All right, Brandon, when you see Dean, tell him I said hi.
Will do.
Tell him I owe him lunch.
Yep.
It's my turn.
Yep.
And tell him I just saw where they had a chicken McNugget special.
Oh,
30
yeah?
of them.
Yeah.
30 of them for less than $5.
Yeah, that'll do.
And if he brings his water, we good to go. All right, brother. Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
appreciate it.
Awesome, folks. Line.one.